Are you ready?
Oh my God, Hector. Where's Johnny?
Where's Johnny? There he is.
Johnny's in the audience. We got a live audience today.
We got a live audience.
I love the
We're
live
on
audience.
TikTok.
Oh my God.
How do you
Hector,
feel,
it's
dude?
so great to be here.
Oh my God, it's wonderful
Are
to
we
have
going
you.
to talk
Dan.
about the topic today?
Yeah. Why don't you
Let's
introduce
do it.
this topic?
Why
Dan?
aren't there sales training programs in universities? Driving me crazy, Hector.
Absolutely.
It's like, where do salespeople get trained?
Goodness knows, which is why we're going to dig into this topic because it's so important.
Yes,
But
you're
first,
exactly right.
But first,
We have a master program.
that is what?
You know,
free,
it's hard
Dan.
for
Come
me
on,
to even say. It's free, but I have a hard time saying free. Okay? It's free.
It will teach you how to create an e-learning program in
And
less
save-
than 90
oh my
days
God,
and save how
you
much?
Thousands of dollars.
Thousands of dollars.
It's incredible.
It's amazing. So
If you're doing e-learning, you've got down below. You got to
you got a
sign
link.
up.
Yes, you got a link right below.
Oh my God,
And get
it's
instant
free.
access. Oh my gosh.
Now let's get back to colleges and universities.
So the
No
number one
selling.
thing that they do is that they mix things up, and what
Yes,
they
they do.
specifically mix up is sales and marketing.
Well, with a little s, because they teach marketing, and they teach a 10-week marketing program, and for half a paragraph they got, and sales is about this. It drives me crazy. Nobody teaches the dynamics of what we're really there to do.
And another
when
big
we
issue,
meet with a prospect.
another big issue, Dan, is just the fundamentals and the differences of marketing and sales that
That's
I
right.
feel like they don't teach because, in short, again, this is a very
Yep.
short. Marketing is what? To create leads, and sales is to transform those leads to convert them into revenue,
That's
into
right.
dollars, into customers,
That's right.
Which is so completely different.
Yeah, marketing
Separate.
has a lot of ways to drive, say, or lead generation, right?
Yes, sir.
And branding and things like that. Sales is very dynamic, and there's so many ways and training programs for sales, but it's really make it easy. Discover what's really happening in your prospects' world.
Absolutely.
And are you a fit to help them? And if you're not, it's okay to tell each other no.
And I think that's one of the biggest issues why there aren't sales training programs in universities, because they mix marketing and sales. They
right.
make it seem like marketing is sales when it's not. I went to
I
the
agree.
University of Denver, loved the school, Daniels College of Business, changed my life, amazing. My experience though, when it came to the sale, I didn't really learn how to sell.
I didn't know you went there.
Yeah,
I went to the University of Denver. My God, we're pioneers.
Let's go.
We need to get our spurs. Now, let me tell you something here, okay? Hector,
Yeah.
when we mix sales and marketing, they're very, very different, done in the right way.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
Marketing has its own world, sales has its own world. That's really important to me. Let's talk about the second item.
Exactly. Great transition to the second, which is what professors don't
Some of the
know
reasons why, sales isn't taught in universities is that professors don't really know those full dynamics. And one of the things I'll tell you is sales takes you out of your comfort zone. If you're going to be good in sales, you got to get outside your comfort zone. Okay, professors don't know how to build outside to discover what's really happening in that prospect's world.
And I'll add to that as well, right?
You'll add?
Yeah, I'm going to add to that.
All
as well.
right, let's hear it.
A lot of professors out there that are teaching sales, if you will. Yes, maybe they were in sales, but Dan, you know more than anybody here about what the typical salesperson goes through. The work harder strategy.
Yeah,
The guess it strategy.
You're not getting it. You got to work harder, or we're gonna have to get somebody else.
Absolutely, and
Yeah.
a lot of these professors, they maybe they went through a boot camp or a workshop, but they're bringing past experiences into the curriculum, into the dynamics piece. But the reason why they don't know the dynamics is because what they've learned,
They've never had to sell.
or if they've had to sell, they've never had a real system to follow.
I agree.
Right?
Yeah, and that's really important. You got to have a system, a process.
And a process of asking great what, Dan?
You got to discover
Discover.
versus convince. How do you discover?
By asking great
You
questions.
got to ask questions. It's all about your prospect.
Which is a great lead to the third piece, which is when it comes to the traditional university setting, there are general stories not systems. Dan, what is the importance of systems?
Well, a system allows you to do the same thing and get better and better and better at it every time you're in front of a prospect. If I have a bad sales meeting with a prospect, I can go back and say it's at this step that I need to perfect what I'm doing. Makes sense, Hector?
It makes 100% sense.
Yeah, I
you know,
mean-
because a lot of professors out there, Dan, you know, they just say stories. Oh, this one time I, sold to this person, or this one other time I sold to that person.
Right.
However, it's just so shotgun sporadic. It's just there's just not
Yeah.
a system like, oh, this is the exact system I follow,
Yeah.
the step-by-step process.
I agree.
Dan, tell us a story of when you followed a system, the impact that it had. Give us a real story.
It's amazing. It takes the mystery out of sales when you have a step-by-step process to discover what's really happening in your prospect's world. Really, here's the number one thing, Hector. I gotta tell you, you gotta find a compelling need for what you have in your prospect's world. If there isn't a compelling need, you're not gonna sell or service or provide anything to that prospect.
And Dan, I'll add one more thing to that, going back to the university piece. They have a marketing degree. They have, they have finance degrees. They need to have sales degrees, man.
I'm with you.
Where do most
you don't
people
learn? There's no sales courses. Very few colleges and universities even take the topic and expand upon it.
And the crazy
Okay.
thing is, what's the first job that most people have out of college?
Yeah,
Sales.
There's so many sales. I don't know exactly what the percentage is,
Yeah.
but it's extensive in what people move into.
And you know what,
when they
Dan?
get out of school.
If somebody's trying to develop an e-learning program, what should they do?
They should go down below where we're sitting right now.
And what's down below?
It's the free sign up to the master course.
Woo!
It's e-learning.
E-learning. If you want to develop
Free.
a program,
Oh
right?
my God.
In 90
It's-
days or less, and save what?
Thousands of dollars, Hector. I cannot believe
My
it's
gosh.
free.
It's
But
free.
I think the reason why it's free is it gets you introduced to new concepts that you believe in, and you want to grow those skill sets in that platform.
Team, you heard it from Dan the Man. Thanks for the likes and the subscribes. We'll see you in that free masterclass.
Woo! Way to go.